welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue, better known as Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Lions first down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
They'll go play action with Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Detroit.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Goff gives it to Gibbs, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they go with Gibbs. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
And oh, how about this early on? They block the kick. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short. And the block kick leads to a turnover on downs.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to begin is Love. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
The RPO, that one is complete, and they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 20.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
For a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. And he's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Khalif Raymond to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready now for their second drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down, Lions.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it second down and 7. The toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Laporta in motion. Have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield, and now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On second down, Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, The quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On fourth down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Williams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
2nd and inches. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Laporta in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Give him 14 on that play, 1 first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw on 1st and 10. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Love to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
He's got room to roam. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Now Love moving to his right, and he's into the end zone. Jordan Love, touchdown Packers. He's got another one, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. It's the Lions called their first timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So incomplete pass.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that ended up going the other direction.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw is Love. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Packers.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll get this out wide. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Packers first down. 1st and 10.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. And this will be from 42 yards out. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 9 yards to
All
go.
things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
For the Packer field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Lions offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and a yard. From the gun, it's Goff. Brooks in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
It is third and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
To return, it's Nixon. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. to play action with Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
Bounds at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Love quickly out to Watson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up to third and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man, it's Dobbs. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
For a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
A big one here in the fourth quarter. 31 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it third and 6.
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Christian Watson.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic first down, but he does it. Not only does he get through, almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down. after a gain of 7.
First down, Detroit.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing, Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Lions, first down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Goff. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
A lot on the line here. 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, they're running in a flash, and he lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he will go all the way. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green
this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a two-possession game here late.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers move out to a 24-10 lead.
Packers 24, Lions 10. McManus.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Raymond now to return it. Now Jared Goff and the Lions down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 to go. Their offense has struggled all night. Now they need to find 2 scores to pull this out. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Lions called their first timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Gibbs. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On second down, Goff. This pass complete to Raymond. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 17
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down. Throwing here is Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A second down throw for Goff. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Micah Parsons gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So, it's a win for the Packers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our